Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Reviews of or no, Reviews of Moose. I'm doing Reviews of Moose. I'm doing the Skelly Cat Chronicles. All right. So everybody, we have got Skydog Reviews joining us today. And first of all, I do want to take a moment of silence here as we did lose somebody, a member from our Scally crew, and that was Jason Barrett. So again, we want to say a moment of silence for Jason. And it's just understand struggles, and anybody that's struggling, right, there's people we can reach out to. Anytime you get into that kind of headspace, I'm always available. Send me a message. I'll respond to anybody, and I'm sure these three gentlemen here and anybody in those Scally crews will, any of the chats will do that as well. But again, Jason Barrett, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do Skydog here. Skydog, Tim. We're going to call you Tim today, or Skydog. And
Whatever you want.
what exactly got you into the whole Boston Scally? I mean, what made you purchase your first Boston Scally and all the other good stuff?
Well, it's pretty much like, I'm pretty sure almost 90% of us I was watching the Facebook ads, they kept popping up, having like several, Boston related things in my feed, since I'm originally from Massachusetts. So they kept popping up, and I'm like, damn, they look kind of nice, and I'm like, yeah, but it's a Facebook ad. So it's like, kind of like, do I really want to trust that? So I started watching YouTube reviews just to kind of get a feel for it. And I think the biggest thing that attracted me was their size offerings. I have I think a 7 5/8 or 7.5 new Arrowhead, and there's just not a lot of hats out there that fit me. So they had larger sizes. I'm not even in the largest size. I'm 2X. So that's what really attracted me, was I like the style, and then they had a hat that fit. So
Yeah.
that's it's the hardest thing, when you have a hat that, like, you're just outside the one size fits all, or most.
For real.
I'm on the upper end of most, and some of those mosts are skull crushers. So
Same here. Same here.
And we also, I mean, we already got somebody in here, and I was going to say the same thing. To me, you are my OG of the Scally Cap reviews from Boston Scally. When I first got, I did the same thing. I seen the ads, and first thing I did, go to YouTube. I looked at yours to see how they fit on your head, and that's when I started my addiction. So I consider you one of the OGs. And obviously, we got When Daddy Cooks. Ed, he is also Tim is the godfather of Scally reviews. The reason I started my addiction. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you
doing,
probably
Ed?
owe him a few drinks. Yep, that's
Yeah, what's up?
And yeah, so that's
you're
that's
basically
exactly how it is
saying
for me.
that a
I'm
lot of
sorry?
people's wives really don't like me.
No, I would say that as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my wife probably in the same boat because yeah, she had me go through my closet last week, and it was a mess. Yeah, but yeah. So and then also just a little bit on your background, Tim. What exactly? We know you work for the airlines. What exactly do you do for the airlines?
Ooh, okay. I start at the beginning, if you want. Got interested in aviation when I was just a young kid, 4 years old. I remember my grandparents traveled a lot and went to the airport. And, we're in Eastern Airlines terminal, and this captain picked me up and carried me to the gate, and just kind of fell in love with aviation. Wanted to be a pilot, became a pilot. Went to school to be a professional pilot, and ended up having knee surgery in college, and that kind of slowed my training down a little bit, got behind. But got out, still had to finish up my license. I had my private, I had my multi-engine, had all my hours for my commercial and instrument, just had to finish up a couple things to get those done, and then started working for the airlines. So I found an ad on my college bulletin board looking for temporary summer help at Boston Logan, and joined up with Precision Airlines, which is a Northwest Airlink affiliate back in the day, and they were kind of partnered up with Northeast Express, and then started working for an airline. Realized real quick I probably didn't want to be an airline pilot. Because the first officers were making less than I was. I was making $6.25 an hour. They're making less, and none of them lived. They're living in crash houses with like 20 guys sharing rooms, and some of these guys are based in the middle of nowhere. And one guy, Shaky Dave, first officer, he flew. He was a good pilot, but he always had like a cigarette and coffee in his hand. In his hands, from the caffeine jitters. So, but he was like up in Presque Isle, Maine, almost in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Making like $9,000 a year. And I'm like, so I got to pay another like $10,000 to go get my, finish up all my pilot stuff and get my ATP. So then I can come make $9,000 a year. I'm like, I was like,
Dude, everybody's got a Shaky Dave at work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaky Dave.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, all they do is smoke cigarettes, drink coffee. You'll never see them eat, but they'll have that pot belly. Yeah.
He was a skinny thing too. But anyways, I found out about in the airlines we have a thing it's called an aircraft dispatcher. It's an FAA licensed position. So, and essentially what we do is it's basically like being a pilot. You do everything right up until the point where you get on the plane. So all the paperwork, we do all the flight planning. We file the flight plan. We're looking at, we do the fuel load, the alternate planning, the weather planning.
Mm-hmm.
It all gets done by a licensed dispatcher on 121 aircraft. So basically anything over like, I think they're at 19 seats still. So anything over that, you need a licensed dispatcher, at least in the United States. So that was, where I excelled anyways. So I was like, I'll look into that, and ended up got that first airline, even though it was going bankrupt. They they paid for me to go down to Fort Lauderdale in like April and March. And when you're living in New England, it's a great time to be in Fort Lauderdale. Got my license. Came back 2 weeks later, the airline folded. My first bankruptcy. So, been through a couple of those. I've been, I think, 2 Chapter 7s and a Chapter 11. Failed mergers that went through. I'm on my 7th airline now. So there's a lot of, stages in between. But, and now what I'm doing and what I have been doing since I worked at United in the late 90s, I'm an air traffic control specialist. So I still work for an airline, and I still work in the dispatch office. But we are essentially the liaison between the company and the air traffic control system. So we have telecons every 2 hours, special telecons. So whenever you're delayed due to the FAA, it's usually due to weather, or the staffing shortages like during the that was crazy. But we're basically the liaison between, if we have a ground delay program or an airspace flow program, we manage the slots so we can substitute through our different flights. So if we have a flight that's running late or we have a canceled slot or whatever, we manage that. So on a good weather day, it's pretty easy. On a bad weather day, you come in, you sit down, you don't get out of that seat for 8 hours. I've looked up and it's like, it's almost time to go. I feel like I just got there. So it's crazy, but
the airlines is definitely it's stressful, very stressful.
And dispatchers, like I said, not too many people know about them. It's a very, I don't say hidden, but it's a very unknown profession. As a dispatcher, you share 50% of the responsibility with the captain for safety of flight. So basically, if anything goes wrong up there, their first call is to us. Well, obviously ATC, if something really is going wrong and they can't maintain, their current trajectory, but they're going through us, whether it's a medical emergency, mechanical emergency, anything like that, they're going right through their dispatcher. So anywhere in the world, I mean, I've dispatched airplanes every continent except Antarctica.
Mm.
That's cool.
So yeah, dispatched a plane to Havana and Moscow before that became really a thing back in the 90s. We had this charter group that was going. So I mean, I've done some pretty cool stuff. It's just you don't do it. You never leave the office. So I never got to see any of these places, but you do it all right there from the office. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go broad rim. Do you have a question there for him, Dub?
Yeah, man. I noticed in the Scally crew, you went on a recent trip to Nashville.
mhm.
And me being a Tennessee guy, what'd you think about Nashville? And did you see any Scally Cap wearers, from the South?
Well, I
Just
like
kind of curious.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Nashville. That's the first time I've been in a while. I first time I went to Nashville was like 1982
Oh, okay. So
when the World's Fair.
Broadway's probably changed a little bit since
Yeah,
you
quite a
last
bit.
visited.
But I
Yeah.
went in '82. So we were doing the World's Fair is down in Knoxville, but
Yeah.
we did like a kind of a coach tour through parts of Tennessee, and
Yeah.
we stopped at Nashville, saw Ryman Auditorium, but there were all these brick buildings, but it was like nothing like it is now.
Yeah.
Obviously, like Tootsie's was there. I don't remember it being purple, but
It could get a little crazy on Broadway, man. But just curious
hey,
your thoughts on that. Yeah.
$9 for a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
Could be crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the funniest thing is like when we were leaving, like I said, we went to like Tootsie's and did a couple things on Broadway, and then after that, we're like, nah.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. We stayed in Tootsie's for a while, listened to a band that was playing, and
They have the pedal guys, the bicycles that drive around with the beer and all that, like the taverns.
I didn't see those. It was a little cold.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It was
Gotcha.
we did that at Broadway like on a Friday afternoon, and then Saturday
Yeah.
we kind of stayed just off Broadway, but I
Yeah.
mean it's fun, it's interesting, but I mean even
Yeah.
on a Friday afternoon in the middle of winter, it's crowded.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Very crazy.
But
Yeah.
the $9 bottle of beer, I was like, wow. And I go to Disney a lot, right? And everybody at Disney overcharges. I'm like,
Little bit of a markup there. Yeah.
well, the
Yeah,
funny thing
there's
was, like I said, we're
97 cents
leaving
for a
the
bottle
hotel
for cost.
to go back to the airport. And we're driving, and I see this billboard for this strip club that advertised $7 beers.
Uh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
wow. They probably get people just for the beer price.
Yeah.
I was like,
Shit. But I had another one. You want me to ask the next
Go
one?
ahead.
Or? Yeah.
It's all you.
I know you're a Boston Scally guy, man, but do you do any other companies, other hat companies, styles, just anything really besides the Boston Scally caps?
I primarily stick to Boston Scallion. That's the majority of my collection. I have my first Scally caps were actually Disney ones when I lived in Orlando. There were some outlets from so I have some like Disney ones with like Mickey or Goofy golfing on the back of them.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, their fit was kind of
Yeah.
they're pretty basic. I didn't wear them that often.
Yeah.
I do have one. What is it? A hologram. So the Jimmy Buffett hologram.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
That's,
like I said, it's the biggest one they make, and I get it from Funky Brims, and it's just a hair too tight. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll work on stretching that. But so I haven't really tried a lot of others. I kind of really love the way the Boston Scallies fit, and sometimes it's just I tend to like when I go to a restaurant, I tend to get the same thing. I go to a restaurant, I have my same orders just because you know something.
It's not chicken tenders, is it?
No. Well, at Chick-fil-A, yeah.
A man of routine. A man of routine. Yeah.
When I first met
tend to
my
lean
wife,
towards
every time
either-
we went to a restaurant, she's always getting chicken tenders. I was like, well, you
I
can go to
tend lean
McDonald's get
towards
chicken
more
tenders,
expensive
yeah.
stuff, and like I end up on a fillet or like some kind of fish usually, but
Yeah.
Not a fillet of
All right,
fish, but
yeah. Chad, you got a question for him, bud?
Yeah. Do you have a preference in which style of Boston Scally caps you like? As far as the panels go.
oh, definitely. I'm wearing my favorite is the 5 panel. This one's in Patriot Blue. I love
Nice.
these ones. I just love the way they fit. I love it's got that great single panel look,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
a deeper fit in the back. It just, like I said, the 8 panels to me fit the best. But I do love the single panel style. The single panels, I love them. They just tend to ride a little high, just by design.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I like these. The 5 panels are probably my favorite. Single panels are right up there. 8 panels are up there. Least favorite's probably the 6 panels. I still have a bunch of those too, because they made some cool ones. So I did get into those.
Yeah.
But like I said, the biggest problem for me is they only make so many 5 panels. So I have like 2 of the herringbones, and then I get all 3 of the solid color ones. They made like the black, the blue, and a gray in that. And then they said they have that one limerick, which you know haven't seen on the page in a while,
Mhm.
but that's
I've got
it.
a couple of the 5 panels that I like. I've got a herringbone and the black one.
Yeah,
I wish they didn't have the button on them though.
that doesn't bother me. I was a baseball
Yeah.
cap guy originally, so I mean I have tons of those too.
Well, I
Um,
don't mind the button on some of the caps, but
yeah.
I just think because they look so much like a flat cap, the button
Yeah,
looks a
it
little
is
out
a
of place.
little. It could I could take it or leave. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the flat caps are probably my favorite from Boston Scally, but I like the 5 panels quite a
Oh yeah.
bit too.
Yeah.
If you had to
So,
pick any one Boston Scally cap, which would be your favorite? I mean,
Uh,
just one.
just
Would
one.
it be one of? Yeah.
You're only allowed one, man.
the,
Uh,
I'd probably stick with what I have in my head.
the 5 panel.
Yeah, I like the 5 panel. I like the Patriot Blue. Just I could do I have the gray herringbone or the gray and black herringbone. Either one of those, I think.
I like
Just
the
because.
goat. I like the goat flat cap a lot in that Patriot
Oh
blue. It's a nice color.
yeah.
yeah, the Patriot Blue is a really beautiful color.
Yeah.
I mean, I
yeah.
like it because it says Patriot Blue. Like Patriots, but yeah, I really like that blue herringbone color. I don't know what else they
Yeah.
make in that because I know I have the goat. I have this. I think they might.
The Baker Boy.
I don't
Yeah.
have one of those. I haven't done I haven't done the
Yeah.
Baker
Yeah.
Boy yet.
They sell that in the Patriot blue
Patriot Blue,
also.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue,
Yeah.
blue, brown, gray, and what was the other one? I forget. But yeah.
Because I think I have the single panel, the 8 panel, and
I don't think I have the 8. The
in the Patriot blue. Yeah.
yeah,
And then I have the Baker Boy in that color. I like that color quite a bit.
yeah.
Do you like
No,
the Baker Boys? Are you a fan of the Baker Boy?
I've never, like I said, I've never purchased one. That's the other thing I liked about Boston Scally. I like the way they kind of streamlined everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because some of those old school ones, they're really puffed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
provided,
like them when they get
with
too much for me.
shade.
Yeah.
And so I still haven't opened. I've never done an unboxing, so I still have my Peaky Blinders in a box. So I was gonna do an unboxing video at some point on that.
Well, we'll definitely tune into that. Yeah, because that'll
So
be out of your ordinary for you.
yeah, I've just never done it, and since I haven't taken it out of the box, I'm like, I can do a one-off on that.
There you go.
But
Welcome to the
that's
club.
probably the closest to a Baker Boy, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really, but
A little more on the sides, but yeah, it's probably the closest to it that they have.
Yeah.
so I'll see how that goes. We'll see how that looks on the head.
So Chad, question kind of leads into mine now.
Okay.
So if you were in a meeting room with Boston Scally Company and you're pitching an idea for a cap, what would it look like? What would you call it? And like, what kind of design would it be?
Ooh.
Oh, this is easy. I already know. I've mentioned it before in my videos. I want a 5 panel. I want the cotton twill, like the captain, the sailor, and the keeper. And then you got to do a black one. I like the black. I mean, do like a bronze rum brown, but I'd like to do like the Sailor has like a Mariner blue they did in that. I like
Yep.
that color a lot. Although
I
it's
wish
a
they'd bring
different
the
color
keeper
blue than the
back.
Mariner blue in the caddy. They're completely two different colors, but they're both called Mariner blue. But that Sailor, it's like almost like a royal blue,
Yeah, right.
and
Yep.
then like the sand, contrasting brim. I like that. It's just like like I said, I don't like the six panels as much, but I do like the Sailors. Do have several of those, but
Same here. Yeah.
a
Me too.
5 panel in that cotton twill, because to me that fabric is the most comfortable fabric they make.
Yeah,
By
it's a good summer fabric.
It is. Yeah.
not here. It gets a little too hot. Not in Texas, because I know you can sweat in those pretty easy if you're outside in the heat. But yeah, it's a great for us 3 season. I can wear it like fall, winter, and spring, unless it gets um, too warm. Then it's like going into the, like I said, I have my Caddy series and the Cape Codders and stuff like that, the lighter weight ones. But yeah, a cotton twill 5 panel and some of those nice colors. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I
Now,
think
Yeah.
now, do you have some of the keeper caps?
Yeah, I guess I don't wear it that often, but that ice blue one that everybody
Yeah, that's the
craves.
one I want.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
won't bring it. They haven't brought it back. I've been waiting for that one to come back, and
You have to
Yeah.
catch that. They usually release end of spring, beginning of summer on those.
yeah, they didn't
They-
do it at all this year.
Now the
They
keepers are
have
weird.
it.
Like
They have it in 2XL, I believe. They have
Yeah,
one size
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
I already
That would
have the
fit down over
2XLs.
my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would take a lot of shrinking for me.
Yeah.
And then anybody in the chat or anybody that's watching online, if you have any questions for Tim, Skydog, just let us know, and then we'll post them on the chat. I do have a question already. Is like all day 585. He wants to know, how do you store your caps
Ooh.
in the box?
I have one's waiting the review sitting here on my dining room table. I have the walk-in closet in this house had like shelves in the upper levels above the hanging. So basically, I have them stacked on top of each other in all these shelves.
Yeah.
Loose. They're not like in boxes or anything like that. I have a wire rack on top of the bureau in there, and that has hats stacked in it. So yeah, it's nothing exotic. And then on the back of the sliding door on one panel, I have some Boston Scally makes those plastic like hooks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
found some
Yeah.
on Amazon, and I think I have like 6 or 8 of those in the back of one
Yeah.
of the sliding panels.
I bought a bunch of those off of Amazon. They're way cheaper than Boston
Oh, yeah.
Scally. You can get like
Oh,
20
yeah.
of them for like $10 in Boston Scally. They're selling
You
them
get
for
one
like
for 10
$7, $8 a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yes, I
That's
bought a
good markup
pack,
on those.
and I
For
put it on
real.
the inside door so it won't hit, And so yeah, I have some of my caps up on that too. So it's multiple storage.
Easily accessible, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just go in my closet when I put whatever shirt I'm wearing, whatever. I mean, just grab away.
Yeah. We got another question here. This one's from Jimmy Guerrero, 5719. I'm from Arizona. Since you are from Texas, what would be your number one summer cap?
Ooh. I wear a bunch of summer caps, so I don't. Oh boy. It's probably going to be the Salt Box next year. I didn't really get to wear it. Like I was telling these guys before, it's like I bought it when it came out this year, sat in a box waiting to be reviewed. I didn't get the review done. I don't think till September, November, somewhere around there. But I really like that. That is a nice summer cap. It feels like it's going to flow very good. Usually when I travel warmer destinations or here in Texas, the Caddy series. That is another great series. It's really lightweight. It's very similar if you prefer 6 panels, the Cape Cod series. That's another great summer weight cap I love. And then I know, Moose, you love the Trucker. It reminds me too much of the 70s. I haven't gotten one. I remember being in the Little League, we had like the Trucker style caps, and it's just
I like the rappel caps a lot in the summer because you can just wash any sweat stains or anything
yeah.
out of them.
Yeah.
I find I have a
And
couple of those. The other ones, the Cool Air. I wear those playing pickleball. They're actually pretty nice. They vent really good. And then the Driver series, that one, they vent very well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I like those. That's basically, between when it gets, in the triple digits here in Texas, I'm like rotating pretty much between caddies, Cape Codders, drivers. Uh, it's not terribly hot like the Uke series, or I mean, you have the trainer series. You
Mhm.
have the 8-panel trainers. I have the older two
Yeah.
colors, and I think I have one of the steel blues just came in my latest box. The trainers are very good. Um,
I agree. Yeah.
but most of the, like I said, they only have the two 8 panels. The rest of them are 6 panels. So I have one of the 6 panels. I
Yeah,
don't think they do
in the
1 panels on
summertime,
there.
I wore the heck out of the Cool Air too. The Cool
Yeah,
Air,
Cool
the
Air is
caps.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Like I said, playing pickleball is like, man, that's just a
Mhm.
fabulous cap.
I have washed my trainer like 8 times, man, and it's still holding up really well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
The trainers, like I said, that's an excellent cap. I said I just prefer the 8, so I only have 2 of those. So they come
Yeah.
out, they're in the rotation. Uh, and like I said, the Uke, the Lucky's made the same, and then the Jake. I mean, those are when it's triple digits, probably a little much, but they do have the vent holes and the thinner lining.
Mhm.
So I have like 3 different colors of the Uke. I have one of the Jakes. I have a Lucky, and then the Tunnels to Tower cap. I think is very similar. The one that came out
Yeah.
with this fall on September 11th. That is very similar construction too, so that could do well as. But yeah, there's a big choice, but I probably, if you're gonna nail me on a favorite, it's probably gonna be the Salt Box.
man, I'm
And that
so
leads to the
bummed. I
next
ordered
one.
that cap and they canceled my order because they had a
Yeah,
stocking issue, and so I never
Oh,
got that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is
well,
so cool, man. I love it. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
could be in
that's what I
my
hear
shoes
everybody
where you're
saying.
doing a
It's like
review.
rubbing
Yeah.
salt in the wound.
well, there's a
You could be
story
like in
about a
my
Salt
shoes now,
Box,
there,
isn't
Chad,
there?
where I was doing my urine review and I left him sitting on the floor and I was babysitting my daughter's dog and come back and
Oh
he's chewed to
no.
pieces. Yeah, so hopefully it comes back next summer. All
Yeah.
right, I got another question for you here, Tim, and this is from I guess upward. How many caps do you own?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
And you think you've got you beat, Moose?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I know it's more than 100. I actually, did a spreadsheet. So I have a spreadsheet just so I keep track of all these caps, and do them by panels, and so I can figure it out real easy if I want to. Once I started approaching 100, I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I can't be held to any answer. I really don't know.
We'll go with 100, man. So,
Yeah, we'll just say 100. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
thank you, because that's
Yeah.
probably very low. But
Yeah, well, you know what? It makes you feel better inside because when you start doing 100 times the cost, you're like, oh, that's a trip.
Yeah.
That's a family trip to Disney.
Yeah.
well,
And
Tim,
now we got
doesn't he have
another
one
question
of
from.
them? Tim
I'm
in
sorry?
Long Island.
Oh, Tim. Yeah, Tim.
He's
Tim's
like-
got to have every release.
I think he's gotten every release that's come out.
Yeah, yeah. He's got to have every release. I mean, he even gets them off eBay to where like the 10th anniversary, he'll find like the
Oh,
rare
wow.
ones and get them off
Okay.
eBay. Yeah. I got another question from Ed. He's like, Tim, when's your next cruise? And what would you recommend for my first cruise with the missus?
Ah, well, mine is coming up end of May next year. Going to Alaska again. We've done that a couple times.
What cruise line do you use?
We use Princess. We've said,
The Love Boat.
oh yeah. Well, we've settled them so often, like we're in their highest tier, so it kind of pays to stay with them for the most part for the extra benefits you get. We did a lot of Hall America. I've done Disney. I've done Royal Caribbean. And I've done Celebrity. And I think Celebrity is pretty similar, and Holland America is a little different, but Princess kind of meets what we want as far as the ship and the amenities, and there's so many things that differentiate a cruise line to a cruise line, and it's just Princess kind of meets us where most of our wants.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that coming up in May. I've already, preparing for that in some ways. As far as recommending a first cruise, a lot of that depends where you live.
No, he said the cap. Which cap you would recommend to wear on his
Which
first
cap?
cruise?
Not cruise line.
Yeah. Mhm.
Caps for cruising?
Yeah. He said, which one would you pick for him to wear?
Oh, well, you can't pick one. I bring at least 6. I thought he wanted to know what cruise, but yeah, for caps, I mean, like I said
It depends on
that.
where you're going.
Yeah, if it's going to be hot, you got to be wearing. Like I said, I wear caddies a lot. I bring like a few different color caddies when I go on cruises. There's probably at least 2 or 3 in my hat box when I go, just because we usually tend to go to warmer destinations. Alaska will be a little different, but usually we're like in the Caribbean or Mexican Riviera. Um, California coastal is actually cooler than we expected, but caddy series goes well. I usually maybe bring something a little more dressy, because I won't wear them while I'm eating. Not at the restaurants there, but I mean, I'll have an upper, I don't really get dressed up too much. I have a long sleeve shirt and a bolo tie, but I have like the Peaky series. I like those for dressing up. Or to my wife's, I wore a. Uh,
Tim, I'd actually read the question wrong. He did mean
oh,
which
okay,
cruise line you would. Yeah, I'd read the
okay,
wrong.
that's what I
Yeah,
thought I
which
read.
cruise
All right.
line would you recommend? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, now you have your hat choices. So as far as recommending your first cruise, a lot depends, like one, where you live, because sometimes driving there is a little less of a hassle than flying. We tend to fly a day early and fly out a day after. We used to fly on the same days, and it's a very stressful day. Getting on
Hmm.
and getting off are always very stressful, at least for me. And you don't want to have that time crunch built in there either. So if you can drive to a port, there's a port that's drivable. I'd probably look for cruises out of there. Um, it was great when we lived in Florida. There were several cruise ports we could drive to. But flying's not a problem. If you don't live near one, you can fly. Like I said, I just recommend flying in a day early. Um, just so things happen. Working for the airlines, a lot of things happen. Not always under our control. Uh, but a lot, as far as cruise line, which once you get there, I'd probably start with a warmer destination. The cruise ships are pretty much set up to work warmer destinations. Alaska's great and all, but if it's cold out and rainy and stuff like that, it gets real crowded inside. Because there's so much exterior space on these ships, it works a lot better. So you get a better flow through the ship on a warmer destination. So I'd do something like that. If you're not sure if you're going to get seasick, I'd recommend doing a 4-day cruise. I wouldn't recommend that for most folks. I'd like to go as long as I can. But for your first, dipping your toe in the water, 3's too short, because basically you spend a day getting on, you have a day, and then you spend a day getting off, and it's like at least 4 you have a couple days cruising. Like I said, so short cruise, warmer destination, and then the most important thing is choosing your cruise line. A lot depends what your personality is, what you love to do, what you want to do. Every cruise line will offer excursions. There's Tim, not all the releases yet. um, they all will do similar stuff. It's basically what happens on board the ship. And we talked earlier, Carnival tends to be a younger crowd, a more energetic, more like spring break crowd. if that's your thing, that's probably a perfect place for you. Like Royal Caribbean is a little bit quieter than Carnival,
Hmm.
but not quite as premium as like a Princess or Celebrity, But we had a good time the 2 times we went on Royal Caribbean, so I can't really complain about it. But it was missing some of the amenities you liked on some of like on Princess or Holland America or even Celebrity. So
So
it's just
what makes it what makes something premium, and like the food that they have, or the entertainment they have, or
what they charge you.
what
But the premium
Yeah.
ones tend to like they'll have specialty restaurants. I know Princess does, like on their newer ships, they'll have like 2 or 3 different specialty restaurants. Royal Caribbean has those as well. But it's usually like your food quality gets better. I know like Celebrity was known for their food. Everything was handmade from scratch. We really enjoyed the cruise and went on there. So, I mean, there's maybe the level of entertainment. We don't really do the entertainment too much, you know, not into like Broadway style shows, which tends to
yeah.
be the feature.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
once you go see 5 or 6 cruise comedians, they all start to sound the same. So, but yeah, basically you're paying premiums, possibly based on destination. And I know like if you're going to Alaska, you want to be on Princess or Holland America because they've been doing it the longest and they have the best facilities. They get the premium docking spots. They have their own buses. They have their own train cars. They have their own lodges up there if you're doing a land portion of your tour. So those two, if you're going to go to Alaska, I'd probably lean towards one of those. Um, and then the level of service you get too. Like the premium ones tend to like, I know Celebrity, if you're in a suite, you get a butler.
Oh, wow.
But most of them will have like in a suite, have a concierge. Um, but it's just the level of service, probably the number of staff per passenger is probably a little higher in the premiums.
Is the
Than
food
it's
pretty good on the cruises?
huh? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well, we can always, like I said, we don't really hit the main dining room too often, but even then, we never had a problem with the food.
sure.
Um, it's just that the specialty restaurants are so good that, man, we had this meal that it was like out of Disney. They had like Celebrity, or not Celebrity, it was Princess 360. So it's like a theater in the round while you're eating. I think I did
Oh,
a
wow.
YouTube video on it, and the table's like a screen as well, and this audio, and they blow scent. And like I said, they're very Disney-esque. And then they have all these courses and the story that goes with each course and a wine for each course. It was phenomenal. But I mean, we didn't. It was included when we booked our cabin. Our cabin got a free inclusion, and they started charging like 150 a person after that. So,
Yeah.
needless to say, we got 2 of them for free. That's probably the
Yeah.
last one we'll do. I'm not going to spend like. I mean, it's excellent food, excellent dinner, very memorable. But I don't know if it's worth 150 a person.
I got another question here. This is more for all of us as well. Guys, Brock A&X is tuning in from Seattle. Which brand provides the best fit out of the box? Of 5 Boston Stallies, I bought 4, needed a hat stretcher. To be honest, with Boston Scally, if you're looking for a line of Boston Scally, it's pretty close to being where they won't have the size difference. I'd say the Rose line. I think those all run pretty close. As far as overall, Boston Scally, it does have that size differential. I have yet to have an issue with either Peaky Hat or Swisher or even Funky Brims. But I think if you're looking for a line of Boston Scallies, I would say be safe with the Rose line as far as make sure they all fit pretty similar. When you get to like the single panels, if you get like this one here is the Hound, it's an extra large. And then I got another Hound that was an extra large, was way too big, but the medium large fits like the extra large on the other Hound I got. So it's hit or miss when it comes to that. But if you're looking for Boston Scally, I would recommend the Rose line because I think they fit all pretty similar. I mean, you guys
I
have
think
any preference?
you're always better getting a cap that's going to be a little tight over something that's big because it's always easier to stretch them with a hat stretcher than it is to try to
Yeah,
shrink them.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And investing in a hat stretcher, if you have a few caps, is always worthwhile to do. It makes things so much easier if you end up getting something that's a little tight to fix it. You can fix it pretty quickly.
Boston Scalley's kind of all over the place for me, but Peaky hat is always I've bought 4 or 5 and they've all fit perfect. So no
I
issues
agree.
there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all my
I've
Peaky hats
experienced
have fit really good.
Yeah.
I got a couple of hats from Funky Brims. The like this cap and the other flat cap I got
Yeah.
from their collaboration with Hal's Speed Shop. They ended up being a little tight, and I had to stretch them. But every other cap I've gotten from there has been spot on as far as
Yeah.
size wise. So
Mine was a little tight as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing for me.
We got another question here. This is from the Crate Dog. So I just moved over from baseball caps. Do you ever once in a while throw a baseball cap back on?
I wear them all the time.
I have not wore one in 2 years. So, actually, I put one on and it felt like it was a mile long, man. Like the brim on, yeah, the bill on it.
I wear a
Tim,
couple of
you
my
ever go back
merch
to a baseball
caps, so
I haven't really worn them a lot. I have them. I've worn them. I used to wear them playing tennis. Baseball style caps or tennis, lighter weight. But I said when I switched over to pickleball and went to the cool air, I really haven't worn. I mean, I have them. Maybe like, I have several Red Sox caps, obviously, and stuff like that. So maybe on certain occasions I'll pull one out, but I can't remember the last time I put one on.
I typically do it on a sunny day where I want a little more visor, for my eyes and that, because Scally caps don't have much of a visor on them.
No, I get like when we go on cruises and stuff, I have like a big floppy brim hat for sun protection. I
like a booty cap.
Yeah, and for myself, I haven't really went back to a baseball. I mean, I got a bunch of trucker caps in from Overlord, and I just got this one in that I just finished my review up today. This is a Harris Tweed one.
I thought those trucker caps you got from Overlord looked pretty good on you.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. So I got a review of this one coming on here shortly. This is the Harris Tweed.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's
yeah.
So
where's that one from?
I got it from an Irish store in Texas.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's in near Dallas. Oh, it was actually in McKinney. I was there for my nephew's football game.
I'm curious to see your review on that one.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. We'll go through. We got tons of questions here. I got to keep up here.
Okay.
Chad, you got one here. It says, when are you posting your 2025 years of caps yet? Because
that goes up tomorrow. My top 5 of 2025, and then there's 3 honorable mentions in that too. I was gonna post it tomorrow on the last day of the year. I've already made the video though. It's ready to go.
Okay, and then we got. I had another question earlier on. Are either any of you guys, especially Tim, since he's our guest, are you guys going to pick up the new Winter Rose or the Jack of Spades? Is that what it is? Jack of Clubs?
Jack of Clubs, I think.
Yeah.
You going to pick those up?
I'm not going with the Jack of Clubs. I like the style, but again, it's 6 panel. I have enough 6 panels I don't wear often enough. So I probably won't be getting that. The Winter Rose is enticing just because it's a unique color.
Mm-hmm.
They've made a few of those, like the single panel Irish is a beautiful cap. That white, it had like a white herringbone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of their like white caps like that, like I said, I'm looking at it and I'm like thinking about it. I've not they're not instant like, oh yeah, pull the trigger, let's go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pass on both of those.
Yeah, I'll get the Winter Rose just because I got the whole Rose collection, but the Jack of Spades or Jack of Clubs, I just, that wasn't the wow factor for me, and it wasn't enough for me to be all in on it.
They seem to have been on this path in 2025 and doing those 6 and 8 panel patchworks, and it's like,
yeah,
cool, but I got enough.
They all start
Yeah.
to kind of look alike when they put
Yeah.
out so many, though. You know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got on here. I know I missed a few of them here. Uh, that was what I just asked. I got one from Steve Hobby. Are there any limited release caps that you missed on that you wish you had? Tim, this is for you.
Oh, for me. Okay. The Pizzeria Regina.
Okay.
That was gone, I think, even before I started collecting. It was on the page, but always sold out. And I don't think they ever brought it back.
I kick myself for not grabbing the Scarecrow.
Yeah. The Scarecrows. That was my cap of the year after my salt box got ruined.
I didn't
Yeah.
really like it on their website, but when I saw the reviews, I liked it a lot in the reviews. Sometimes they don't really show the caps very well on their site.
Yeah.
That's why I started
Yeah,
doing
Brock said
reviews.
Brock was doing the he was asked about the ones he needed to stretch with the Baker Boys. Brock, on those Baker Boys, I used to get the medium larges in those, and I end up having to get extra larges on them. Just be safe to get the extra larges on the Baker Boys, just to go up a size on those. Let's see here.
They've been pretty consistent for me size wise, the Baker Boys.
Yeah, some of my reasons I got it. Like the pumpkin pie one was really tight. I had to leave that on stretcher for like a day and a half.
Nothing
And then the
fits like
Irish
the cotton
pie,
twills,
whatever the
boys.
Irish one was.
Well,
What's
those
that?
those polyester ones don't stretch quite as easy as the ones that have wool or
No.
cotton in them.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that lighter fabrics tend if you're in between, you're almost better off going up. Just
Yeah.
because they come a little tighter, but those cotton twills, nothing fits better than those. Those things just like mold to your head. I love them.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And we got another question here. It's from Love of Concept Photography. What cap did you gentlemen regret getting the most? Like the one you purchased that you're like, what did I even get this for?
The
Tim.
Jason. The
Oh, you're gonna
Jason
go first?
Voorhees flat cap. I regret getting that thing. It's so damn ugly, and it for some reason mine fits all boxy, and it has nothing to do with Jason as far as the colors go, except for the little logo inside. It's just kind of a dumb hat. I mean, no disrespect to anybody who likes it.
What about you, Dub?
Probably the Good Egg. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. I wore it like one time, so
Yeah, I have that. I probably wore it once.
Yeah.
Tim, do you got a hat you wish you had never bought?
Not really. Some
Yeah.
hats I wear more often than others. I mean, I think I have. I don't know. Was with the Voorhees, was that Nightmare 4 or?
Yeah, it was 3 or 4. Yeah, it had to be 4. Yeah, now you're 4.
I
yeah.
have that. I don't.
4.
I like the colors better for what I wore it with. I don't wear it a whole lot. I have like some of the Christmas caps. I don't regret getting them, but it's basically like a very limited window to when you can wear them. Although I haven't reviewed it yet, but the workshop, that one is beautiful.
Yeah.
That one is going to be, that's multi-season because you're not really locked into a Christmas colors per se.
Yeah, that was actually a surprise for me when I actually got it. I was like, this looks. I mean, I got it just because it was a winter cap and it put in my summer or my Christmas collection. But I didn't think but I actually really liked it. For me, I would probably have to say that Popeye 2. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's an ugly cap.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got it.
Yeah,
I just got
There are
it.
caps that I look at and I know right away. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. I was just getting.
That's been a lot of them this year for me.
Yeah.
The donut one I got was just because it was kind of like the goofy factor because I'm like into the bright colors and everything. But I was thinking maybe the Popeye would be the same thing, but the Popeye 2 with little spinach cans, it was it's still in the bag. It's never gonna get worn. I'm hoping that's a relic in 10 years to be like, you actually bought one of those.
The only things when I first started collecting the singles, just going by their size charts online, I did get my first couple singles in XL, and then I realized that I needed to go up. So I have like 2 or 3 I think I bought. I bought them again in 2XL, but
I was thinking somebody's on here right now. Is like somebody the Regina Pizzeria cap went for $525 on eBay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
God.
that's insane. That coal cap, I seen somebody post that in the chat. That's up to $1,200.
I
It's
saw
That's
that.
insane.
That's insane, man. That is so crazy.
Did you see the
Yeah, I
dude
think
that
you
was
could
selling,
probably
like, the
take one of their
box?
other pinwheel caps and throw it in a washing machine with some black
Oh,
grit
Lord.
dye. It'd probably look like that coal cap.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. I like this one here. This is from the Lug Concept Photography again. What are the most caps you purchased in one order?
Oh,
I know
6.
mine is.
6.
Okay.
6.
Yours at 6?
6.
6,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did 9, and that
Oh,
was
wow.
when I was doing all the Halloween caps because I missed out on that was before. So I pitched all the Halloween caps. They had the
That's a good
zombie,
reason.
and then
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a good.
and then
Now, I
and then I
have bought groups of
purchased
3 in the same week, just not on the same day.
yeah. But that was also when they were doing the buy 3 you get $25 off plus you get the free shipping
Yeah,
code.
yeah,
And now they
yeah.
stopped doing
Hey.
all that.
Yeah.
That worked.
Oh, they don't do that anymore?
It worked.
It did.
I posted it in the page. The 3 I got on a whim. I try it because I usually don't get 3 anymore. But I was getting 3. I'm like, well, let me do the mix and match. Let me see if I can do it. I put the B Scally code in and it worked.
Really?
It did. I'm like, I put a post in the Scally crew saying, hey,
Wow.
it worked. And I'm like, oh my God, this hasn't worked in like what 6-8 months.
I didn't. I missed that. I missed that post. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
used to.
well,
I remember your.
for
I remember
anybody
your
out
videos
there,
used to.
If
Yeah.
you buy 3 on the mix and match, try the free shipping. It worked last week.
So the BCS, the B Scally one is works all capital letters. Okay, I'm gonna try that there. I'll try it this week when I place the order
Yeah,
for
the
the
B Scally
winter
free
rose.
ship code that they send on the receipts.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
one I use, and
yeah. That's wow. Okay.
I
Well,
can
hopefully,
update my
hope that's
shirt.
it. Yeah. So if anybody's watching, they want to purchase 3 caps while we're doing this live stream. You got that BCS Scally. That'll save you another $9 or whatever it is for shipping now.
Well, hopefully, like I said, it worked last week. So I don't know if it was something they opened up for the holidays and didn't tell anybody, or
Maybe it was a Christmas present.
yeah,
Yeah. A glitch in the system.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's worth a shot. Every time I buy 3, I always try it, and it just so happened to work last week. So I was like, I don't buy 3 much anymore because I've kind of got what I got, what I really want, and now it's basically if they come out with something new, I'll maybe buy 1. But yeah, I was like, man, the deal's back.
Yeah. Well, we got another question. If you gentlemen could keep 1 cap and get rid of your entire collection, what would it be? I think, Tim, yours is going to be the one you have on your head, I think.
Yeah, I can't stay to 1, but this would be it. This would be the original 5-panel in Patriot Blue. It'd probably be the one I'd keep. Just it's the most versatile. The herringbones, you can dress them out, dress them up, dress them down. They're not horribly hot, but probably not really great in the summer. But there's no cap that's perfect for all 4 seasons here in Texas. But this is probably the closest. So, but I've never owned just 1 Boston Scally. I think my first order was 3.
Right. Boy, because at the point your mindset is like, if I get another one in the card, I get $25 off, and it's might as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it would be if I had to get rid of them all, I'd probably be the trucker. I mean, just because it's.
Well, I think you're
That's
trademark,
just me.
dude.
Yeah, it'd be the trucker for me.
They
You'll
really
end up
need to-
having permanent tan lines on your head.
Yeah,
They really need to
Do you
put
get
you
the
in an
squares
ad,
on your
man.
head?
What's that, Tim?
Do you get the square tan lines on your head?
Oh yeah, when I went to Disney, I wore it every day at Disney. I had the grids on my head. It took about 3 months for it to go away. Yeah.
But I love your pictures when you're out on your morning walk with the deer and the truckers. I love those. I look forward to those, and I'm like, where's he walking?
Yeah, that's our
You do that in
local.
Texas. Deer don't walk like that around here, man. They know everybody's armed.
Well, there's a nature park here, and they're protected there. So they in the nature park goes out and puts them feed out every morning before I go walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So but they're very friendly. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, that's amazing.
What about
I was like, I'd actually go on walks if they were out there.
What about you, Chad? What would be the one you keep?
Man, it'd be a toss up between the one I'm wearing now, this red one, or my black bobby cap from Peaky Hats.
Yeah.
It would be hard for me to part ways with the Apple Core here, and if they
Apple
did
Core's
something
nice.
just like this in a fabric for summer, that would just be great. So
Do
yeah,
you have the bobby cap?
I do not. No, I do
It's
not.
it's just like the Apple Core, but with a different material. It's a really nice cap. You'd like it.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, Peaky hat for me. So yeah.
We're going to take a couple more questions on here. Waiting for people to do. Is it a special code? Yeah, Larry. The code on that would be when you go to checkout, it'll ask you if you have a discount code, and you type in the B Scally and the code, and it'll give you the free shipping. And let's see what this one says here. This week I got the $25 off of 3, and then added the B Scally 15 for another 25 off wholesale. Done it twice for $44. Huh. Well, that's probably going to be taken off the website. That's definitely a glitch.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. I would go ahead and stock up however many you want to cap to buy now. Let's go ahead and use that. Yeah,
I'm leaning much to that they had a glitch.
That Scally 15 code has been good for over a year. I've used that several times.
Still doesn't make free shipping though.
Well, now, if you only buy one cap, you got to use the B Scally one. Yeah.
Yeah. If you get 2, you can do it, but it's like, you buy 1, it's you need to get. I think 20% just gets you, depending which cap you buy. I think you're right around the shipping cost.
I know there's one more question on here for you. I got to find it here for Chad. It was from Chad. Here we go. Where did you get your SE Wiggins caps you reviewed a while back?
I got them both off of eBay. I find a lot of good caps on there. They both were in a size 57. I normally wear a 58, but they were in like new condition. They just didn't fit the person that had gotten it, and so I just ordered them and half stretched them up a size. They're the Wiggins McGee. eBay is a great. If you find a cap you like, eBay is a great place to look. You can often find people selling them. So. In new condition.
It's a sharp looking cap.
I love both those Wiggins caps. Yeah. I like them because they have a big brim that kind of bends around. The brim's a little bigger than on some of those Newsboy caps. It's a good one for when it's sunny.
Well, there you go. Tim didn't buy Popeye too, so
no, he's a child.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's his only one he doesn't have from the collection. That's the one he was talking about. The one he didn't have for the collection. Yeah. We're gonna take a couple more questions for Skydog, so we're gonna keep those questions we got for our special guest Skydog Tim, the OG reviewer in my eyes. Let's see here.
Hey, there was a couple reviewers out there like Alan Farmer and then Boston Scally and that guy named Matt. That's he had like a beard channel.
We were talking about that earlier on. Yeah.
Those are the two that I like really latched onto right away, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, they're buying a lot of these things. I don't think I could ever do that.
The beard dude and you were the first ones that I ever watched. So yeah.
The beard dude and Moose, and then you.
I remember the beard dude because he had, and it was like his number of views was like thousands more than anybody else.
Boston Scally was putting it up on their Facebook page, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So I don't know
probably where he got all the views.
With them. I was kind of hoping for free cap every now and again, but it never worked.
You would think, it's especially the amount of caps that people have bought. I mean, you would think that they would probably look out for those people a little bit more.
At least send me a Colt so I can sell it for $1,200.
I'll sell my Colt. If I had a Colt, I'd sell it for $1,200. I'll just go ahead and put it right back into the Annie and order. That'll be my biggest Boston Scally cap purchase after I got a $1,200 cap selling for a Colt. I'd have 43 caps bought at one time. That would answer that question.
Man, it'd be awful hard to keep that cap if you got it when you see how much it's selling for at eBay. I mean,
Well, they said they made 500, but I've only seen a handful of them showing up. So I mean, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, but
I'm
how
not
many
saying
people
that.
that buy their caps post online? You know, it's only a
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
percentage of people that are posting online. So
Right.
True.
Right.
It was
True.
like, remember the coins that came with like the captain's like treasure
Yeah.
edition?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tim got one, but
Hmm.
I ordered a couple of those, and
I
I
know.
get
I
some
always
dust
just
bags.
end up getting the keychain when they hand out those things. Everybody
I
gets
get
something cool, and I
Well,
get the little
I
keychain.
guess it finalized
Yeah.
$12.75 on that coal.
$1,275 a Cole went for on eBay.
Oh
tattoos,
man,
man. Tattoos, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a good question. This is, I guess, to go for everybody. Is how do y'all clean the cap? Your caps. I don't wear mine enough to clean it. Other than the trucker, I threw it in the washing machine, and then but I got 3 others that are still that haven't been worn because I know this summer it's going to be those will get worn. But you guys ever clean your caps at all?
yeah.
Uh,
Oops, sorry. I'll let
Oh,
you
Go
go.
ahead.
just the trainer. Like I've thrown it in the washing machine, like I said earlier. But spot wash, other more expensive caps. I'm not throwing those in the wash or anything.
Mhm.
with
Tim, you ever
with
had to clean
with
a cap?
with the with the
Oh, sorry,
repel
bud.
caps, I just get it wet and I just
Yeah.
scrub it with my hand. Other ones, I've just gotten the band wet and with a rag, rinsed it a little bit and then just dried it lightly with a hair dryer and put it
Same.
on my head before it was fully dry so the hat wouldn't shrink.
Fortunately, I don't have to wash too many hats because I got enough of them to rotate.
Yeah. That's the way I am too as well.
Just,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've done it with like some caps where I plastic tub, throw some warm water, laundry detergent, and just kind of hand wash it.
Yeah.
That's all
I
I've
hike
ever
with my
done.
dogs in the winter sometimes, so I sweat a lot when I do that. So
Yeah.
All right. Chad or Dub, do you have any questions for Tim before we go ahead and start wrapping this up?
no, it's just been nice to meet you. I've again
Yeah.
watched your videos on YouTube for a couple years, and just nice to meet you.
Same here. Same here. Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. I
Keep keep
appreciate it.
keep them coming, dude. Keep them coming.
I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't think myself as an OG, but
Yeah, well, you're definitely, yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I consider you one for me because you're you're one of the ones I looked at, and but yeah,
Same here.
yeah. So that's why I called you the OG or one of the OGs, and but
and
yeah, we do.
just started it up because, like I said, there was like those 2 guys I mentioned, and I was like, some guys here and there, with like one hat, and I'm like, I really want
Well,
to see what they look like. That's why I like those videos, and
that's the biggest problem with their website is they don't
yeah,
show the hats on heads enough, and it's always
Yeah.
the short guy that's for Boston Scally,
yeah.
and so the hats always look so big on his head, and then he's always
And
like
it's all
this,
done in
and
the white box too.
yeah,
All
it
the
just
photos, so that they show up in a completely different color.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, so once I started buying them, I'm like, well, I appreciated those guys doing it. And I'm like, that's the whole reason I started my channel.
Yeah.
Is like, if I appreciate it, I'm sure someone would like to
Yeah.
see other caps.
Yeah.
That's why I started
so-
watching the review videos also, because again, they don't really show them on the site very well, and you can just get a better
No.
feel for them.
Yep. You
Yeah,
see them
and
colored, see
especially
them on
like
a
this.
different person's head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
or
they look
especially like the
different on
seafoam
different people
green.
too. The different shaped
Yeah.
head. The hats look different. Like the 6-panel caps don't necessarily look very good on me compared to how they do on other people. And it's always kind of interesting to see how the different caps look on other people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, especially some of those captain caps and the sailor caps. The pictures on the website just don't do them justice. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's their best lineups too, man. I love those.
Yeah, I like the sailor caps too. The
All right, with
workman
that being
caps are
said,
nice too for the 6 panels.
Yep, I agree. So with that being said, we're going to go and start wrapping up. Before we tell Tim bye, our next show is going to be January 13th. We got Sean from Bearded Scallywags going to be joining us. But with that, that we're wrapping this one up. Again, Tim, thanks for joining us. We'd love to have you back whenever you're free. we enjoy you. We enjoy you. I mean, it was good. It was good. It's good talking to you. And
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate it,
Somebody
man.
said
Thanks a
Joe
lot.
Rogan? No
I
way.
love this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Anybody hear about Joe Rogan passing away today?
What?
That can't be true.
No,
I'm looking it up. I'm looking
No
it up
way.
right now.
No
I was
way,
watching
man.
YouTube before we started doing this. I didn't see anything about it.
oh, I haven't seen
What?
that.
Did Liver King get him?
No, it hasn't been posted yet. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. Well, for
Well-
a second there, I got a little worried. I was like, no way. But yeah, thanks, Tim, for joining us. And like I said,
Well,
we're
if you
more
ever
than welcome
need
to come
someone,
back
man.
Been a
anytime.
pleasure.
I can make it work. So if you need to fill a hole or something like that, or
Yeah, well, you'll be our +1 anytime one of us can't make it on here. How's
okay,
that sound?
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Unless I'm out of
All right,
town,
again, everybody,
I should be
thanks for
able to
tuning
do
in. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and then we'll see you guys on January 13th when we got Sean joining us again from the Bearded Scallywag, and I think he's going to be doing some giveaways for like the beard oils. So definitely tune in for that if you guys like well, I guess all four of us got some type of beard. And then we did have.
I don't
somebody
think
ask
we've
a question.
had
Let's see
any
what-
non-bearded people on the show
It's
yet.
kind of a
Yeah.
common trait I've noticed.
Yeah.
But I still got
And-
hair.
and-
so.
yeah. So we actually had a question
Ah.
like, can we see everybody without their hats? Yeah, I was like, this is the reason
There we
why
go.
I wear a hat.
Yeah.
Chad, come on, Brandon, let's see what you got
Yeah,
there.
there
There
you
we go. Yeah, there's only one guy that was gifted by God to have hair after the age of 50, I guess.
I'm just lazy. I don't want to put product in my hair. I'll just throw a scallop cap.
I
All
always
right, guys,
shaved
thanks
my
again.
head before I lost my hair in my 40s anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
You went in your 40s? That's pretty
yeah,
late
it's
in life, yeah.
my mid 40s.
I was
I'm
early
58
30s.
now, so
Yeah, early 30s here for the most part. Yeah. It sucked, man,
All right.
but yeah.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it is what it is at this point. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Yeah, we appreciate everybody coming on again. Thank you. And Chad, thank you. Dubs, thank
Yeah.
you. Tim,
Yeah,
Barry,
good
Wes,
seeing
thank you
everybody.
for
Yeah.
joining us.
and thanks
All right,
everybody
fine.
who watched and asked the questions. We appreciate that also.
Appreciate it. Yes,
Have a good night,
appreciate it.
everybody.
See you,
Good night.
fellas.
Night.